Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Balanced Opinion Sports Podcast with your guy KECG. And my slogan is stay smooth, stay solid. People will put your name in everything but a prayer. And my famo,
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci. Starve the ego, feed the soul.
I war. Yo, B, listen, I was at work and beer madness has been going on. So I'm sorry,
Yo,
people, if we're going to be a little behind. You can blame your boy, okay? But first things first, the Jalen Brown trade to the Sixers. Do you want to go first, Da Vinci, or you want me to?
um, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind because for me, this is okay. The Luca trade was like it. The reason why a lot of people have Luca trade up there is because it was a shock, right? No one saw that coming, and that's why that's one of the
Well, there wasn't
craziest
no
ones.
conversation about it at all.
No, nothing at all, right?
Yeah.
Um, this is absolutely one of the stupidest, and I mean stupidest I've ever seen trade I've ever seen. And the more excuses I hear from them, from the Celtics organization, is absolutely just diabolical. It just makes no sense. I heard there was words out there saying that this guy was the seventh best player. Like people were saying he's the seventh best player on the team.
Okay, hold on. I have to clarify that, okay? Only because I heard it from the source. Catch the put on that. Yes, I checked my sources. All right, Jalen. Bobby Marks didn't say that he said it. He said an analyst. Oh, not an analyst. Somebody who does the not the analyst. What do you call them? What do you call those? Bean pusher, bean counter. You know how these guys do the analytics a certain way.
Hmm. Hmm.
One of those people told him mid conversation that the analytics state that Jalen Brown is the seventh best player on a team. So I'm not gonna say that it was any execs. Bless you, fam. I'm not gonna say it was any players. I wouldn't even say it's any coaches. I think this was a bean counter using numbers to determine somebody's worth. And we know how we react to that, right, Da Vinci? You know
That,
what our
that,
response is to that 90% of the time, right?
get that analytic shit out of here, bro. Okay, the game was good before it. There was champions, there was winners before it. Get it out of here. That thing is nonsense. And if you sitting there trying to build your team on that, or you want to, you know, that's the point of view you want to go, the route you want to go, take your team on the analytics, then you ain't gonna win shit. We clearly saw that with Houston. But yeah. Anyway, back to the trade. Yeah. This was crazy, bro. This was absolutely just nuts. I don't know what to say, but it's the stupidest trade I've ever seen. We're talking about a Finals MVP, an MVP candidate, player in this previous season coming up that just passed. We didn't expect after Tatum went down for them to have that type of season to finish second in the East. And what he did was absolutely remarkable. No, me and you, King, we got on him for certain things after the thing, but it was never anything about his character or his play on the court. It was
Well, no,
you're
it
saying
was his
something.
play on the court. It just wasn't his character. We weren't attacking him
No,
personally.
no, we were attacking him because my guy, I speak for myself, but the reason why I said something about him is because for me it was like I think it was too early. He just got beat. He just got beat. It was like next day. I was like, it's too soon, bro. It's too soon. It's too soon. You had the right to say whatever he wants, and all 99.9% of things he said were facts. But it's just, it was too soon.
Yeah, it gave sore loser vibes. For me,
Yeah,
so if you're living underneath the rock, Jalen Brown was traded for Paul George, two firsts and 2 seconds. Now, for me, I believe the reason I sorry, random text. Well, not random text message, but family member texted me something that kind of threw me off. I understand the trade on this aspect. They already put his name out there. So at the end of the day, he's upset.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna
you had
trade
to
me
pull
for
the trigger.
Giannis? Okay. Tell me when the deal's done. Don't tell me in the public and then it doesn't happen. And now I've got people asking me questions. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's one. Two, I hate to say this, people, and I'm only saying this because this is my honest opinion. The new owners of the Celtics are doing salary dumping at this point in time. You see, remember Da Vinci? Last year we said they weren't gonna be nothing. Why do you think we said that, people? They salary dumped 4 or 5 players. Kristaps, Drew, Horford. Who else did they send off to lower the salary because they didn't want to get into the second apron? Do you know what I mean? It was
They
these
lost.
5 players. I can't remember all 5 of them. Sorry, I might only know the so-called, creme de la creme of that team. My bad. I'm not a Boston fan, so out of here with that. Anyways, we expected them to be dog-ish, right, Da Vinci?
Yeah,
And what did Jalen Brown do? He helped them become second place in the East with help from Tatum later on in the season. You're right. Him saying that this was his favorite season thus far and talking the way he was talking at the time of when he was talking, you're right,
yeah.
eventually we both believed that it just wasn't
It was too early,
it,
too
it,
soon
it, it wasn't something that was acceptable. Do you know what I mean? It gave
at
off
that
sore
time.
loser vibes. Like
At
you're
that
you're a
time, yeah.
sore
At that
loser.
time, yeah. At that time, it gave off sore loser vibes. I agree.
Excuses on why you lost. But you know why you guys lost? Because the analytics stated that you should be shooting 25 threes even though you're only down by 2. The analytics stated that your coach bamboozled you guys into thinking that it was his opinion or his thought for you guys to shoot all those threes instead of taking an easy 2. And when I say easy 2, obviously it's not going to be easy. But 15 to 12 feet close to the basket is a little easier of a shot. Don't you think? My problem with this trade is you pretty much gave him away for a bag of peanuts. No disrespect to Paul George, but
Yeah,
Paul
yeah.
George is not Jalen Brown. What are you guys? Why am I even getting upset? I'm sorry. That's the person who cares about basketball and cares about how things look. I don't care about Boston. I can give two
Yeah.
issues. What happens to them?
Fuck Boston. Fuck
Okay,
Boston.
but
Hmm.
y'all did a man of color super dirty because he was upset about the way you handled business. Y'all messed up the
Yeah.
business. And not only
So
did
let
y'all mess up the business, you traded him to your rival who already beat you last year. I hope for the next 5 years, you wake up with night scares of Jalen busting y'all ass in the
okay.
playoffs.
So yeah. Let's add more context to what you're saying, King. Because okay, first of all, you probably could have got Giannis on that trade, but you guys refused to put in. Miami wanted what is this Hermungs or whatever. See, I'm sorry, gentlemen. I just you're not that familiar, and I don't know you. Um, but they refused to put him in, and that's why the deal went south. Now, are you kidding me? Okay, right. So then you go to Philadelphia, then you ask for PG and you ask for Edgecombe. They say no to Edgecombe, and you just went back and said just give us PG. Like what? Are you kidding me? Do you know the value Jalen Brown has? You could have went somewhere else and got
Da
but
Vinci,
listen, I said
they
backtrack. So we
couldn't
gotta
have gone
backtrack
anywhere
though.
else.
Listen, King, we gotta backtrack. We gotta understand here. Boston are dirty. Boston, they do dirty. Remember, they did IT dirty,
Yeah,
right? What did they do? They did Marcus Smart dirty too,
yeah.
right? So we have to keep this there. We have to understand this.
That organization they even did Ime dirty. Not
Yeah,
not
we
not
gotta
saying that he
understand.
deserved to be fired or get punished, but why was his name the only name in the media? It takes two to tango, baby.
I don't see. For me,
It,
that's don't care. That I don't care. That's not that's grown folks. That's grown adult stuff.
no,
I
listen,
mean,
I understand what
yeah,
you're saying. It is grown folk adult stuff.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But in the sense of them protecting one party, and then and I'm not trying to turn this into a race thing, but it seems like it's always the black guy. It's always the black man. Every instance that we're
Uh,
talking about, sorry, it's not Vanilla Ice. It's that dark chocolate. It's that that's getting thrown to the wolves, right? My thing with it is they had to trade him, but you didn't have to trade him like that because you put it out there.
no.
The man felt disrespected. Cool, you want to figure it out, but there's no reason to trade him for a bag of peanuts. He's
So
got more
what?
value than that in the market.
So here my thing is King is did they when he was ranting after the series was done, did they go in there and find something that he said was detriment towards his team?
No,
No, for them to want to trade him, it must be something in there that they find.
remember, Da Vinci. It's been years. Almost every year they have him in trade talks. Every year. The problem is, this time is, they tried to get Giannis. They didn't get Giannis. And they kept saying that they're trying to trade him. So, yet again, him and Tatum, they struggle, right? They get close, but no cigar. They get close, but no cigar. They get close, but no cigar. Then they get close, and there is a cigar because guess what? Not only was he the MVP of the Eastern Conference, he was the
Yeah,
MVP of the Finals. Then the
yeah,
next year, Tatum gets injured, right? Brown has a whole year to prove to everybody who was saying that he wasn't good enough to be with Tatum or him and Tatum weren't a good pair to put the team in such a position that when Tatum came back, because that's the only reason why Tatum came back. People don't realize this. Tatum could have sat out for the whole year. Oh, we're in second place. Brown's doing this thing. Let me come in and give him an extra hand. Let me come in and give him some extra help. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we can make this run and this can be a remarkable journey that we're on. It didn't happen. They got eliminated in the first round. Cool. Is it all Brown's fault? No.
no, and
I
I
would put
think
it
the
on the
main thing,
coach.
I don't think it's his fault at all. I think it was you're right. It was the coach. It's their style of playing. It's what that stupid analytic crap they were going on about. That was the main reason. You're shooting threes nonstop. Brown,
And,
if you
and
look
you're
at
not even
Brown's
making
game
them.
too, yeah, if you look at Brown's game too, they're forcing him to shoot threes when he's not really that player. He's drive. He likes to attack the rim. He likes to take middies, he likes to post up.
Yeah.
But in that series, we see him taking a lot of unusual threes, and we're like, what?
Well, the whole
So
team was, to be honest. Sorry,
yeah,
people.
I don't
My
think
allergies are acting up, so I might sound really congested. I didn't take no reactant this morning. But
I don't think Brown did anything wrong last season. I think he played out of his mind. I think he played hella basketball. I had him in the top three MVP candidate because that's what an MVP is. When your another star goes down and you lose some other players and your team is not what it was the year before, and you have a superstar that picks his team up second in the East, that's that's the that's what MVP should be around.
yeah, of
A
course, it's a
winning
regular season
season.
award, not playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, a winning, improve your team, carry your team,
And
and that's
he
what he did.
and Jalen Brown's right. Like, to be honest, we didn't expect anything from his team. So the fact that he
Yeah.
enjoyed it does make sense. Yet again, like I say, and I'll speak for Da Vinci, wrong place, wrong time. Okay?
Mm.
But I need y'all people to let us know what y'all feel about the trade that happened between the Sixers and Boston. All right? Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, people, easy. Let's get to the next joint.